Hi everyone. Did you guys listen to the most recent Mayim Bialik's breakdown episode where she interviewed Holly Madison and Holly Madison said she was diagnosed autistic like a couple years ago or something? Did you listen to that episode about how they both talked about autism? Did you hear Mayim Bialik say anything about how she could possibly relate herself to autism? I didn't hear her say that. Do you think perhaps she is thinking about that conversation and wondering, could I be autistic? Because I know my kids are. I sure hope so, because that is so frustrating. Because we're getting closer and closer to her finding out that she's autistic. I don't know when the fuck this is going to happen. And she's talking to somebody that's an adult. I was like, ooh, good. Holly Madison, because like anybody ever watched, what was it called? Girls Next Door or something? Back in, like, the Playboy days with, like, Kendra, and yes, I was into reality TV even back in the day, and I liked that show because they seemed like, just regular people that were stereotyped because they were, like, doing the whole Hugh Hefner thing or whatever, and I think all 3 of them are autistic, but anyways, this is so frustrating, and I just wanted to say that out loud. Anyways, this is not what this episode is about. Um I am here to finally reveal my course that I finished, and I will try to make this as quick of an episode as possible because, yeah, I don't want to waste your time. So it's called Adult Autism 101, The Ultimate Guide for Newly Identified Adults. Um, and I know that like there's a lot of you that have been following me for the last couple of years, and I can't even tell you how much I appreciate that. And there's also those of you who maybe just found me and are listening out of order, and I also very much appreciate that. So, I'm just going to say some stuff that like some of you have heard of before and maybe others haven't. But anyways, a couple years ago, I discovered that I'm autistic, and it was a pretty huge moment for me, like a fucking paradigm shift. Finding a key to a door I didn't even know existed, and it helped me understand so much about myself. Um, and this podcast did too, because it was kind of like it was for you guys to listen to somebody going through what it's like to find out they're autistic and like, the shit that they find out, and the whole point was that it was relatable. Um, but at the time I remember wondering like, is there something I can go to that just has all the information I need? Because I don't mind researching. If you're autistic, like you're very good at researching. And we spend hours doing it, but sometimes you just don't want to spend hours on something. Um, like I found out at 38 that I'm autistic, and that's like, whoa. Talk about like an identity crisis. I went into a full-fledged identity crisis. Like, who the fuck am I? Is my behavior is autism? Are they me? Like, I even did episodes on that stuff. Um, so I've essentially created a one-stop shop for people who've found out that they are autistic as adults. Um, Anyways, so like, and that's whether you've gotten a diagnosis or you discovered it on your own. I just kind of want to help you navigate this part of your life. And so like some of what the course covers is like understanding your autism, like what it means to be autistic, how this new understanding changes how you see your past, navigating sensory sensitivities. I'll share like some practical tips for managing those issues, whether you're at home or in the world. We talk about social skills, like building meaningful relationships. I'm not doing any ABA bullshit. Don't you fucking worry. There is nothing about ABA in this course except for a section that describes what it is and that it's not good. There's stuff about mental health and well-being, career and workplace success. Let me just look at curriculum. So basically, there are 30, I call them mind munchies because the word module sounds fucking boring. And when I used to create courses in like my traditional jobs, I was not able to just have fun titles for anything because those people just wanted me to be fucking boring. So there's 30 mind munchies. Each one has, on average, 5 to 7 lessons. There are some that have 30 lessons. Those are like the terms. I'm not gonna like bore you with going through all the lessons, but just to scroll through, there's mind munchies on discovering autism in yourself, what to do with feelings, customizing your comfort zone, building your social web. There's a whole bunch of terms related to autism, like what sensory diets are, echolalia, alexithymia, blah blah blah. There's stuff about dispelling myths, surviving the workplace, um, self-advocacy, financial planning, navigating healthcare, community involvement, technology and tools for independence, personal growth and development, therapy stuff, like different kinds of therapies you can do. And then understanding autism in women, in men, in non-binary adults, in the LGBTQ plus I8 plus community, um, people of color, navigating parenthood as an autistic adult, autism and aging, autism and relationships, coping with sensory overload, cultural and ethnic considerations, education, travel, exercise, diet and nutrition, and resources. Woof! And so there is about 30 hours of audio as well. Like one lesson has like 5 hours of audio, and the audio is optional. It's for if you like my podcast and you don't mind the way that I talk and the things that I say, I highly encourage you to listen to the audio. Because a bunch of it is just like all of it is narration of the text, but there's a lot of times where I just kind of insert personal stories regarding whatever topic we're talking about just to help make it more relatable. But for those of you who like maybe don't really care to listen to me talk or whatever, there's just you can just go straight into the lessons and then like I have it set up so that it reads like more in an academic way. If that makes sense. Um and so, like, my goal is really to just help you live authentically. I want you to fully embrace who you are. And I want you to get to the end of this course and have like this whole fucking toolkit of resources that's going to help you thrive. So, if you feel like you could benefit from this, um I highly encourage you to enroll. And if you know somebody that just found out that they're autistic and they're an adult, you could possibly maybe let them know about this too if you want. Okay, this is like I just want to say this out loud. Like this is I feel really ugh, I feel really like I don't like doing this advertising for myself. My wife Alicia says I should because that's what you're supposed to do, but I just find it really grimy and I'm just trying to get this episode over with quick. This is like the worst way to advertise, right? I really need to like I need to like hire somebody to do advertising. I don't know what I'm doing. Um I shouldn't have said that, but you know what? 8 minutes in, I'm going to just keep on going. So here is the details about the course. It's priced at, dun dun dun, $135. But I have a special offer for listeners and readers. The first 25 people who use the coupon code Autistic Ange can enroll for just $97, which is like almost 30% off. Um, So, that's a good price. And I just want you to know that this isn't just about learning. It's about like finding your community. Like maybe if this is the first episode of me that you're listening to, there's a whole community that wants to meet you. And I want you to know that you're not alone. And it's time to stop hiding and start like just fully embracing your true self. So I spent lots of time on this course. I did a bunch of research. I pulled together all the important information that I could find. And I've got about every aspect of adult autism covered. So it's a one-stop shop. I'll put the link in the episode description. You can check it out. It'll take you to the page that describes more of what it is. You can look at the entire curriculum, including what the different lessons are. Um, and oh, there's also 45 activities to do. I didn't include actual homework, like worksheets and stuff, because this course is your homework. Like, it is so much to take in to find out, like, you're autistic. What does that really mean? How have you been living your life? like, all the shit that you've gone through. It's just like, it's a lot, and it's very hard to kind of make sense of all of this, like at the beginning. So, the homework for this course is to just learn about yourself and find out like how wonderful of a person like you've always been, but have been made to feel otherwise. So, head on over to the little linky thing I put into the what is it called? A description of the episode? Yes. Oh, for those who've been listening for a while, I know where my email goes now. It goes into the description. That's where I put it. Remember before I didn't know where my email was. So I've really come a long way. And oh, and I also want to say I built this course through Teachable. I just wanted to say that because they're pretty reputable. And I was shocked as fuck when I found out that like I could easily figure out how to upload content, where to put things, how to put a course together. Like they make it so simple. And I very much struggle with technology, and this course just taught me some stuff that like I didn't think I could learn. Well, I mean, making this course like on this platform. So, I don't know if that was important to say or not. I'm just gonna go ahead and end this episode because I feel like I'm talking you out of potentially thinking about purchasing this course. So click on the link, go check it out. Tell somebody that here's a potential resource for them if they need somewhere to go. And thank you very much for listening and purchasing this, please. Yes. Don't forget, $97 for the first 25 people. Thank you very much. Bye.